अपन को लगता है अपन आपको आपसे ज़्यादा पहचानता है।
Hello cobblers, welcome to the first video review of the movie Raman Raghav 2.0. So today morning we had a chance to watch Raman Raghav 2.0 and the very first impression, Siddharth, what do you feel?
It was bone chilling. Nawazuddin Siddiqui was phenomenal. He has come back with a bang after Teen, where he was not used properly. It was a huge disappointment, but now he's a treat to watch.
Similarly, I think Anurag Kashyap also, looking at his filmography, the kind of movies he has made in the last few years, be it Gang of Wasseypur, be it Ugly. Ugly is another movie which I think most of the people might have overlooked. This movie also shows a person like Nawazuddin who kills people just for the sake of it, does not have an agenda behind it, but still he is justified in his own mind that he is doing the right thing. What do you think?
I think the person, Raman, is a true story, as you might know. So he wreaked havoc on Bombay in the 60s or 70s, where he killed like 41 people. Is I think second only to Jack the Ripper. So this movie is not the story about the actual Raman Raghav. This is an improvised version, a fictionalized version of the true Raman Raghav. So basically we have a little bit of backstory about him, but we don't really know what exactly happened in his life. But we just know that he's a deranged man and he has no motive for killing people.
Interestingly, when we talk about killings in this movie, Anurag Kashyap has made sure that all those killings and the gore and the blood has not been shown on camera as such. You see to the point where a person lifts his instrument, but the point of impact is not shown. Do you think it's a motive?
I think the whole murder and killing, this is something which disturbs people. Anurag Kashyap has a different definition of horror altogether. Okay, today people think that horror is defined by jump scares and gore and blood, but that is not true horror. Horror is defined by a person who makes very normal situation unexpected. We want to see the point up to which a particular reaction happens. Suppose Nawazuddin Siddiqui wants to kill someone, and we want to see up to that point what was the reaction of the victims, what is the reaction of Nawazuddin Siddiqui himself while killing the person. Because once he kills them, the story is over. I mean, there is no unpredictability there.
Taking forward from his point, I think Nawazuddin Siddiqui as an actor has shown a kind of range which is unprecedented in Bollywood.
Exactly.
And also the fact that he's killing and after that doing some normal chores like cooking, which is in itself a very disturbing scene, but also shows the range that Nawazuddin Siddiqui can show on camera.
So you can probably describe it as a bit of a combination of megalomania and probably a little bit of schizophrenia. So he has been saying that this is not something which I am doing on my own. I'm getting orders from a higher entity, some God, who has a very true and pure connection with God. He is in a delusional world, which he is completely comfortable in, and he justifies that whatever I'm doing has a higher motive, and this is really good what I'm doing.
Similarly, Vicky Kaushal's role. Vicky Kaushal is the same actor who was there in Masan. The range of acting skills he has shown in the last movie and this movie is also phenomenal. So he gets chapters which is dedicated to him. So I would like to talk a bit about the chapter-wise treatment that Anurag Kashyap has done in this movie, where individual chapters deal with individual relationships and takes the story forward. The second chapter, which is the dealing between the sister and the brother, he wrecks the lives of those people just because he was ill-treated during the backstory that he had. And similarly, Vicky Kaushal, he is portraying a cop who is also mentally disturbed, who can be on the other side of the coin as a whole, but luckily he is a cop.
Every person has a dark side of their own. Vicky Kaushal as well as Nawazuddin, both are portraying characters who have given into the dark sides. In one facet, Nawazuddin is not accepted, living in squalor. He eats food from filth. But Vicky Kaushal is a police inspector. He's from a good family. Yeah. But just because of his personal choices, he has become like this.
The background score that is there in the movie takes the plot forward. For example, each of the characters have got their own background music. Whenever Nawazuddin Siddiqui comes on screen, he is given a background score which is chilling, where you anticipate what his next move would be. Vicky Kaushal has got some Bollywood numbers that shows that he's a rash, he's a bit of a drug addict. He also has a girlfriend whom he abuses regularly. But eventually, when he turns into another Raman in the movie, that's where the background score also converges. That is something which Ram Sabbar has to be complimented on.
Totally. And I think the movie is all about atmospherics. In one of the scenes when he was killing his sister brutally, and the lyrics of Sacha Behuda, that's such a phrase. It completely describes so much in so little. That's the beauty of it.
I think the movie is also kind of an inspiration from other movies of the past. So the immediate recollection I have is of a movie called Manhunter, which was a movie about a serial killer and how an FBI agent follows him. And the FBI agent himself having a backstory which is dark and cruel. So that is also something which is a ode to those movies that Anurag Kashyap has done. Exactly. I also feel that the movie is also about Raman searching for his Raghav. The name Raman Raghav is from the serial killer of the 1960s who used to torture people in Mumbai. But here, I also feel it's kind of romanticized in a bit where Raman is searching for Raghav, who is a perfect foil for him.
That's actually a very interesting point that you make. So a lot of people have been asking, what is the justification of the name Raman Raghav 2.0? So Raman Raghav, the 1.0 was the original Raman Raghav, on which the story has been built upon, basically molded upon. So he is in search for Raghav, who is a soulmate, as the last chapter suggests, and they so beautifully complement each other, and they're so made for each other, as you say, that they have been romanticized. That you never, in any moment you don't feel that there's an imbalance between them. There's a perfect symmetry in between those characters. It's like yin and yang. Although, in terms of this movie, it's yang and yang. So it's all dark.
Okay, so at this point, I think that's the review from our side of the movie Raman Raghav 2.0. But yeah, we also have the Gobble score and Gobble point to give it to you, 7.5 for this movie.
Yes.
We are looking at the kind of treatment that Anurag Kashyap has shown, also the character development that is shown, and the movie as a whole. It engages you till the very last shot. And Gobble point,
Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Vicky Kaushal, both have given some of the most phenomenal performances in all their movies in the past. It's classic Anurag Kashyap. You don't miss an Anurag Kashyap movie, right?
Yeah. So that's it from us. Thank you for watching. Do like, do share, and do comment on our video.
And also subscribe.
Also
Hit that
subscribe
subscribe button.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. See you guys.